Welcome to the Magnum Med Podcast, episode 3. I already kind of started with a little rant talking about Instagram and how I've been sitting there trying to go live for the last hour or two. It just keep giving me issues, just keep shutting down. No matter how I do it, no matter how I mute the music or just don't play no music at all. I'm getting everything from something about the music to poor signals, and it just keep reconnecting. It's almost like Instagram just don't want me to create no live content, or just won't just let me show what I'm doing behind the scenes. That's all it was. I wanted to show people how I set up the podcast, just to create more content, man. All this shit is intentional, and it's frustrating when you finally try to push the button on something and get something done and it won't allow you. So fuck Instagram. I'm taking my talents to TikTok. And yeah, at some point when I have power, I'm going to try to reach out to Instagram people. And I'm gonna give them one. I need to see how, whatever the fuck is going on. I need to figure out how that's happening. I'm just like that. Every major system that doesn't allow me to use it like everyone else uses it. I want to investigate. I want to figure it out. I want to find out what I'm doing wrong. See, that's a whole. I didn't want to start this podcast. I want to start this podcast talk about these kids getting killed, and I want to talk about my son a little bit, just my children a little bit. So I'll get into all that. I ain't mean to start this podcast about ranting about Instagram and overall just these big systems and things, businesses and companies that we have here in this world, and it almost like it controls us, and in a way it does. Like it's how people hire me. It's how people see what I do behind the scenes, and at least what I think. That's how people get interested in me, and eventually email me and book me to do something for them. Or if I reach out to them, they go back and look at the Instagram. At some point, everybody always looking at the Instagram, so it's just like it's important. It's important. So allow me to do what I need to do. Like, like people got all types of porn on there and racist shit. Like, it's so much racist shit. Like, white people do what the fuck they want. Like, as long as they don't say nigger, they can do all the racist shit, and that won't ever get taken down. That won't ever get violated or reported. Whatever it does that somebody don't gotta report you, but their own system picks it up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is Instagram system picking up this "you not supposed to be live" thing? Like, how is it figuring that out? I mean, what I'm literally trying to think of the coding. Like, what the fuck is going on where they wrote something like that and they didn't do it right? Because it seemed it's stopping everything. I'm not even playing music, and it keeps stopping and saying I'm playing music. I just lost that opportunity to go live and create that content. That's all. I'm just frustrated, and it's just making me think of just the bigger things in the world where you just can't do what you want to do. Like, you have an idea and you can't do what you want to do. Somebody I know people make your own Instagram. Why you need yada yada yada. I'm telling you why I need Instagram and what I want Instagram for. Yeah, I can pivot and do something else, and I will. Like I said, I'm gonna pivot to TikTok, but I'm still interested. I'm still want to know why me. You know what I mean, like that'd be my thing. Um, it really, man, cause this shit been happening all my life. Like I always just couldn't do stuff. It was like all my life, and I hate to do this, but it's real. It's just like I see somebody else doing something. I'm like, I could do that. I could do something. I could do it better than that. And then when I try to do it, it's just a wall, something stopping you, something blocking you, some system or something you just way bigger than you, and you can't do it. And it's like, damn, what the fuck I do? Like, is it my? I really be thinking it's my social security number and like my name and like I think it's like something where the name come up or the social come up or something come up and it'd be like, oh no, he not supposed to have that, or he not supposed to get this close. I mean, he ain't supposed to be doing this. That's just how I feel. Like again, all my life, man, it seems like every time I get to somewhere, I'm met with the biggest wall roadblock, system shutdown, just or system bug, um, um, glitches and shit. Like I'm the guy who run. If a glitch going to happen on somebody's system, it's going to happen when I'm using the system. So yeah, man, Magnum Med Podcast. So this is me. I get super frustrated with things that might seem small to other people, but it's huge to me, and I can somehow come up with an excuse or explanation of why it's so big for me. And that's just how I am. Like I'm a nice guy, so I let a lot of things slide. I let a lot of things. I'm a nice guy. That's really what it is. Cause I don't want to even say I'm a walkover, I'm a pushover. I know I have been, but yeah, I have been, and I'm not proud of it. But um, it's like I never been a bitch. I mean, it's two totally different things. And I even just thinking about it, like that's just black people from the hood mentality. When I even think about being a bitch, like that's where that come from, and I'm not that. Right? Like I don't mind standing up for myself. However, um, I also like peace. I don't like confrontation. I mean, if anything, I like real confrontation. Like you really on the opposite of me, and I'm here, and we need to figure it out. Then we need to figure it out. However, it needs to be figured out. And ain't really nobody like that in too many people like that in the world. Like I'm not met with that opposition much ever, but I am met with um people just got a plan already, or think they got a plan already, or think they know it all already, or um they are going through something and they just don't know how to express it. So in those situations, I have been a nice guy and let people get over and get their way. What may seem like walk over me, get over on me, and stuff like that. I have allowed that to happen, but um, I always think it's for the bigger cause. Like at least for me, like I'll be having a bigger agenda. I mean, I ain't gonna let somebody fuck up my bag or fuck up what I got going on or what I'm trying to do and trying to get into or I'm trying to learn. So, sometimes I could deal with that, like, especially now. Like, I'm really good. I was explaining this. Like, I'm really good with me being in a situation with I apologize. It's a whole concert going on across the street from me where I live at. So it's trucks pulling in and out. Um, damn, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I'm just different, man. Like I know I'm different. I understand that I'm different. I embrace me being different. Um, but like I said, this is still all new for me. Like I'm not gonna say like I was this way 10, 15 years ago. But nowadays for sure, like, cause I see the bigger picture. For instance, if a man um gets mad at me and calls me a bitch or something like that, like I could let that slide, right? But a man giving me a boot on my car and only been in for 10 minutes, so I probably shouldn't get the boot or whatever. Or however, I might, in my mind, explain to myself, I shouldn't be getting this boot. And I can't even talk or explain or negotiate my way through. That bothers me. Right? That's the shit that gets to me. Um, and that was a situation that really happened. Like, I was super, super frustrated with this parking guy for giving me a boot. It, it I know it's a scam, right? Everybody knows it's a scam. So for me, it's just like I just don't want it to happen to me. Like I don't give like this is what y'all do. It's some nut shit. Like I hate that. Like it's parking authority. Like why are we allowing there to be a parking authority scam? Like we shouldn't be paying to park in a lot of places that we have to pay to park in, or you don't have to pay to park in, but you're just not supposed to park there. It's parking, but you're not supposed to park there, and you don't even gotta pay. They don't want you to pay. It's free parking, but you're not supposed to park there. So when you park there, they're gonna boot you. It's a scam, man. And I ain't like that it happened to me. And I'm sitting there face to face with a guy that um let's just say I don't think his life is as good as my life is. So I can see him trying to just be a problem for me, right? Just his whole attitude, how fast he put the boot on, um, to where like it can't even be like a real conversation, and maybe that's my fault that I wasn't good enough to just have a regular conversation, but um, yeah, it was just like, man, you trying to scam me right now? Like I'm not. I just wasn't for it that day, and there was nothing I could do because that system is bigger than me. They got a whole contract with the city of Atlanta. Like, what I'm gonna do? That's their law, their rules. I don't got no money for no lawyer to fight that type of thing. Um, what I'm gonna do? I gotta pay them and get the boot on my car. I don't like that shit, man. I really don't like it. It's My goal is to just get into a position of power through money and my craft. Um, and yeah, I have a plan. Just let's just say that I have a plan. I'm gonna fight all these type of systems. Um, like all the things people don't think about. Um, I'm gonna fight. You know what I mean, hopefully by then, all the other systems is being. You got prison reform. You got people trying to do stuff with the cops. I don't know if anything ever gonna happen with guns. Um, no matter how many kids get killed, I don't know if anything gonna happen with guns, cause it's like America, at least our country, in my mind, want these things to happen. You know what I mean? They want that fear to happen. You know what I mean? So if you think like that and you believe in that, man, shit, they ain't stopping no guns no time soon. That should be all talk. But prison reform, there are things happening. People are being released from jail that shouldn't have been in jail. What was the other one I said? Um, Whatever. There's a lot of things going on out there. Like Jay-Z is, I know he be doing a lot of things. The rich black people, and that's Jay-Z. I don't know if the other rich black people be doing stuff, but yeah, just to fight the systems that already is in place to keep us down. To we can't use it as well as they use it, or how good they use it. We don't get the same resources, whatever. Um, I want to fight the other systems. That's all. That's my plan. Instead of sitting here complaining and shit like that, I hate complaining. If anything, it just be me ranting. Like I just need to get this shit off my chest. And once it's off my chest, I go about my business. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I am going to figure out a way to do this shit and make enough money and get enough power where I can fight these systems. So that's just the goal, man. Put my head down and do the work. Um, Create content, be a filmmaker, and be the best filmmaker, be the best content creator. And I'll get to all that shit when I need to get to it. But that's the goal first. Um, Try to help me not think about what I'm not doing, how I'm not posting on my live right now on Instagram, and how I can't do certain things, can't apply for certain things or whatever. I ain't gonna worry about focus on it right now. All I know is I'm gonna get to it at some point. And right now the goal is to do the work, baby. Um so yeah, let me pause for a second cuz I really want to get into this conversation about these kids. And I also want to talk about my son a little bit. Um I have 3 kids, ages 3, 14, and 19. They all going to turn a year older this year. So it's gonna be 4, 15, and 20. So, um, spread out, all different women. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. Um, so I don't even want to say it. Like I'm not embarrassed, or like I don't even know why one would be embarrassed, but or I just don't look down on that. That I have 3 kids by 3 different women. Um, if anything, it's a little interesting and amazing. The way I'm treated by people, treated by yeah, the way I'm treated by people, you wouldn't think from the outside people would treat me the way they do. I mean, because if you really look at it on the inside, I got 3 kids by 3 different women. And I don't know what I be doing to women, but I really I don't know. I don't even got an answer for you. I just think that's crazy that moi, has 3 kids by 3 different women. Yeah, that's crazy. Cause I guess what it is, I guess I always thought of myself as like um the corny guy. I'm the weirdo guy. Let me correct you. I never thought of myself as corny or weirdo. I know I'm way more cooler than most people. Like everything, I'm like smarter, cooler, dress better, stronger, faster, mentally stronger, mentally faster. Um, I got virtues about me. I got principles and morals and ethics. I have a code about myself. I'm just um I know I'm different because it's I know a lot of people and it's just not a lot of people like me. So um yeah, I just don't understand why I feel like I'm looked at like a weirdo. I don't know why I feel like I'm looked at as no, I do know why. Cause I'm into different things. Like I was into computers before computers was a thing. Um, when it was still like Windows single number. I don't even know what it was back then. Um, yeah, I just always been different in that way because of my mind. Um, I was always better in school in the beginning, and I don't know. I don't know where these things come from when I just think about like I grew up with my mom and my dad in the house, and too many people had their mom and their dad in the house. But at the same time, it wasn't like it was all peachy happy days and shit. You know what I mean? Um, but at the same time, like I had both parents and they was married. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know if that gave me more of a base or a foundation than most people that grew up in single parent households. Um, but for whatever reason, man, like I said, I always knew I was different, and in the beginning, I tried to fit in. Like that was the main thing. Like I didn't want to stand out because I felt like people who stand out getting eaten up. Like those people, those are people who's food. Like you see them. I mean, they put their head up. So I was always trying to just fit in and just um, not be too loud and shit, and not. I never wanted to be that person. I never wanted to be the center of attention and stuff, shit like that. So yeah, interesting about me, man. 3 kids, 3 different women, and this is how I see myself, and this is who I am. All right, so the child that I want to talk to, and all these kids that I have is all boys. So I have all sons, 3 sons, and the kid I want to talk about is my oldest. Um, I need to make this. Um, I was about to say good. I guess I want to really be clear on this because I'm thinking, what if he listened to this one day? I would love for him to too, I guess. Um, because I don't even, especially now, I don't get to say everything I want to say to him the way I want to say it. Um, and then sometimes when I try, I just get drained out. Um, Again, my oldest son is 19. He'll be 20 this year, and currently he is incarcerated. Um, I um, I said prison. Somebody corrected me and said jail. I think that's stupid. I don't give a fuck what it is. You locked up. I don't give a fuck they didn't process you yet into the bigger prison or whatever. Like, that's the mentality that we think is cool. You know what I mean? We supposed to know jail shit. We supposed to know jail terms. No, we not. I don't want to know none of that shit. Like, that's something that I got very, very early. Like, I never wanted to know prison terms and do prison shit on the outside. I'm not locked up, nigga. Like, I don't ever want to be locked up. Like, ain't the goal is to avoid jail. Like, if you're doing criminal activity stuff to avoid, the goal is to avoid jail. So for people to do things, um, to go to jail and then try to glorify it is ridiculous. Um, yeah, like you're not supposed to be glorifying no jail shit. You ain't supposed to be um trying to put the outside onto what goes on to the inside. Like, it's weird. Like, y'all niggas is in there being told what to do, what to eat, getting paid pennies in to clean up and well, like, don't go to jail. And I know that's hard because one out of three of us goes to jail, which means one of my sons was inevitably going to go to jail. Since I got three sons, one of them was going to, but um, that's just my first energy, man. Like, I hate that we try to be so cool about jail. Fuck jail. Like, let's not ever be cool about jail. And let's not ever make jail cool. And I'm sorry to any of my friends or associates and anybody that I'm offending with this, but I don't think I should be offending you if you really listening to what I'm saying. Like, we should be thinking bigger and better. You know what I mean? Um, we shouldn't be congratulating people for doing time in jail. Like, I feel like I should be celebrated for avoiding jail. I graduated from college. People come home from jail, get $10,000, get new clothes, and all that shit. And I know sometimes, like, if you feeding people and for real, it depends on the crime. Let me say that it depends on the crime because yeah, those crimes like rape and just doing whatever, taking advantage of women and kids and stuff like that, whatever it is, and or taking advantage of helpless people in whatever way. I don't give a fuck if it's sexual, money, or whatever. Oh, those crimes, none of those crimes is cool. Like, take it from people that can fight back. You know what I mean? And I know that's not smart criminal, smart crime, but what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't be respected for that. You should, if you're gonna be doing crime and you taking from people who can't defend themselves, that's on you. You do it till you get caught, whatever, and then you pay what they pay. You pay your time, whatever. Paid with your time, whatever that shit called. But those other crimes, it's like, nah, man, when you come home from jail while you in there, people shouldn't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? People shouldn't celebrate you or none of that shit. And that's just that's just how I feel. And I felt like I felt that way for years because when I look back at it, um I never really talked to people in jail. Like I remember from a kid, man, people always been like writing letters and like waiting for jail calls and like having all that shit. And like I used to remember thinking like I don't talk to nobody in jail or used to be thinking like, damn, do I know anybody in jail? Like, well, I know that person he's talking about, I know that person he's talking about. And like I'm not talking to them and shit like that. And I understand like some of it's just what type of relationships you had on the outside, but um it's different now because it shit. I got friends that um I wasn't really cool with growing up, but I met as an adult, and when they went to jail, like they reached out to me. You know what I mean? Out of all people. Um and my energy is always to keep your spirits up and give you energy back. But I'm just not the person where I'm gonna be like I'm really like doing all the work and seeking it. Like I'm not there. Like it took me took a hard time just to figure out like the phone shit and how to put money on your phone so when they call you, you can talk to them or just sending somebody $100 and shit. And what they call pay money on the books and shit. Like that shit was a lot for me to do. So it's like, I understand why that shit wasn't never my life, yo. Like, um, going to visit people in jail and shit like that. Like I never did that. And I got people in jail right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind going to visit and shit like that, but it's just like it's not active. It ain't like I'm searching it every day. I'm waiting for their phone calls and to figure that shit out. Like it's none of that. I just got it in the back of my mind like I would if I got the opportunity, but that's just it. Um, and yeah, even now when I think of like my son, um, I don't know, man. Like let's just say this. I don't know what he's in jail for exactly, but what it stems from, I don't agree with. All right, it ain't about getting money. Let's just say that. I always can understand when a nigga go to jail because he was trying to get money. Even people do some dumb ass shit to try to get money. There's no way he was get away with that. And that should be stupid. But those other crimes, no, we should. To me, we shouldn't even be doing those. Like, especially somebody that come from me, nigga. Like, you shouldn't be doing that type of stuff. Like, we I thought when I say we, I really be thinking of like my family or people who follow me or people who going to potentially be around when things happen. Cause there's nobody around. I just say we like I got a whole team, but yeah, I just felt like he's supposed to be a part of we, and he not. He chose his own path. He chose to not be like me, honestly. Um, but yeah, I want to get into that a little bit more. crazy that I take so long. I told you I take so long to roll up and smoke. But so yeah, I can't even say what crime my son committed because I really don't know. Um, he's not in a position to tell me. I don't know because it's over the phone. Everything is recorded, which makes sense. But he's also just weird. Um, and maybe I should say this first. I think my son has mental issues. Let me just say that first, right? I think he has mental issues. His mother has mental issues, and I'm not saying it as a like trying to talk shit about her. She really do have mental issues, um, which is crazy because would have, I never would have thought that. You know what I mean? Um, and what I thought was, you gotta think, I met this girl. I was dealing with this girl at 17. Right? I was dealing with my son mom at 17. So in my mind, it's crazy, right? Y'all girls, y'all women be crazy. So in my mind, that's just what it was. She crazy, right? I dealt with a crazy woman. A lot of men do. Um, ain't like she was crazy the whole damn time, but uh, shit, do it matter? Like once the craziness started happening, nigga, it happened. So, yeah, that's his mother. Like she really do, and I'm not. I can't really say what she is diagnosed with, but I'm sure it's similar, if not probably bipolar, whatever the bipolar thingy, whatever that is. And I hope I'm not offending nobody by saying these things. It's just this is the Magnum Med Podcast, so this is my life, my story. Um, shit that I gotta deal with. This is really my real life. You know what I mean? So boom, she has a mental issue. So shit, I have a mental issue. I think I'm autistic a little bit, or um, ADHD a little bit. Um, never been diagnosed. Never had no mental or psychological breakdown. I never had one of those. You know what I mean? I had panic attacks and anxiety attacks and shit like that before. That I didn't know. Like we just learning what that shit is now. I didn't know that's what it was then. But but yeah, his mother's is worse. It's more real. It's more. It was um medically described. Mine's not. Probably because I'm in that system. When my social security come up, they don't say what I am. They just want me to die and crash and burn. They just can't wait till I die, and nobody gonna know why. Um, so I think I have something going on with me. His mom got something going on with her, for real. So I really do think my son has mental issues that I can't do nothing about, man. Like I feel like I handle my mental issues because I'm honest with myself. Like I know something is weird and different. Um, I know something. I just know something is weird and different in me. I can't really describe it. Besides just the way I move, the way I think, the way my life turned out to be, is so untraditional. Um, like you would think the guy like me would not have no kids. You know what I mean, um, maybe married, or um just single weirdo, just doing his own thing. Um, Probably have women wanting to settle down with me, right? And I'm diagnosing myself. That's what I see. The type of guy that I am. That's what they usually do. They either are already married and got some shit going on, because they found that woman who loved their weirdo ass. I mean, the weirdo works for them in a situation, or it's um the single guy who um his weirdness is cool and quirky, and women love it, and he's too smart to get any of these women pregnant. And for real, none of the women want to be want to have a kid by him because he's so much a weirdo. That's why I be thinking my life was supposed to be. I don't know how this weirdo became a father of three. Um, how do I want to talk about this conversation? So I guess it's hard trying to have a conversation about my son being in jail, and I'm not describing what he in jail for because I don't know. Um, but honestly, um, I think it's a domestic. I can't even. I'm not gonna say what it's for because I don't wanna. I don't wanna do that, man. Like I don't wanna put that on my boy. I hope he didn't do it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. You know what I mean? And I say that with confidence that yeah, he could have not done it because of the way he is. Like he he's definitely very influenced by what's going on in the world today and these kids and the music and stuff like that. But at the same time, I ain't gonna say he's smart, man. He's scary. Like he's scary. Um, and I don't even know that's cool to say because how scared are you if you're doing other things? I don't know what I don't even know. I don't know what my son has done and done. I know he in school. I know he didn't graduate school. He didn't graduate high school. I'm a whole college graduate. I don't get it. You know what I mean? This almost feel like, man, my son been trying to do everything to not be like me. You know what I mean? Like he wanted, and I don't understand. It's not like me and my son ever had a bad relationship when he was growing up. Like I always been in his life. He always looked up to me, made me feel like the man. You know what I mean? Like he was that son. He made me feel like I was the coolest person in the world. Um, but somewhere something changed. And it's crazy because, like I said, his mother has her own mental issues, so it's not like I could really have conversations with his mother. Like, um, let's just say I ain't gonna say we talk, but she sent me messages, and the messages just they be a little bit hard to read sometimes because it don't like literally they don't make sense. Um, no matter if she's talking about something I don't know what she's talking about, or she's talking about something and like she's changing the story or the timeline, and she's seen it the way her brain sees it, which ain't really how it happened. Um, so I deal with that. Um, I don't even know why I'm explaining all this, because really I just want to explain, man. It's just my son being in jail is just, it's tough, because I never went to jail or prison, whatever the fuck it's called. Um, I never been fighting no case. I never been denied a bond. Okay. Um, and I don't I don't feel like he's changing. Like I don't. Everybody keeps saying, well, maybe this the thing gonna make him wake up and shit like that. I don't think it is. Like I talked to him, and today I really like snapped on him a day a little bit, and not even snapped on him where I was cussing him out, but just like I ain't let him talk, and I was just telling him stuff because I just found out some information about just a lie, man, just a lie, and it was just one of those things like, and I'm glad I am doing this because maybe one day I can come back and explain everything that happened to clear it up, but um yeah, that lie wasn't cool, man. It was just like, yo, like you my son, like why I don't understand where you getting this from. I don't understand where you get where you would want to lie about something like that. And man, that shit, again, man, I'm a man with principles and morals and ethics and shit like that. I didn't instill none of them, none of that shit in them. And I don't know, I just don't know how I did. I don't know why I did. Like I thought I did everything. Like he always been around, always talked to him, always showed him. He saw me do everything. He saw me everything, man. You know what I mean? He saw me when I had a suit and tie job to quitting my job, starting my own business, doing my own thing. Shit, I moved both of us down here in Atlanta. Um, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And it has me stuck because I don't know where it come from, and part of it just like, damn, am I ever gonna have my son back? Like the boy that I know, the kid that I know, the kid that I did raise, that I used to tell all these things to, and he used to be listening, taking him to basketball games. He meet all the basketball players and the celebrities and stuff. Everybody I know, you know, bring them up to him. You mad kid? They give him all the love and stuff like that. Rappers, whatever. Like that was me, like showing him just how to be cool, how to be around, how to be a part of stuff, and to get out here, um just building a legacy. Like I've been building a legacy before I even knew to build a legacy. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so anxious to get some of the things done that I've been doing, because I met a lot of people, and I'm sure I'm gonna meet some of these people again and run into some people again, and I already got a relationship with a lot of people. Like they already know me from smaller things to other things. You know what I mean? So I've been building this, not even knowing I was building this. And I don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't understand what would make him not want to be a part of this in the aspect that he should be. You know what I mean? Um, no matter if he want to pick up a camera, pick up a pen and write, pick up a light, want to fight, you want to shoot, like what, like I have a lot of things going on that I could teach him and just put him in place to do and to fucking make money off of. He's not nowhere near saying, all right, Dad, I want to do this. Show me how to do this. He ain't nowhere near that. So, yeah, this is me. Um, just getting to a point where I know that I am, I'm done with my son, at least for now. I'm not saying I'm disowning him or anything like that, but I won't be helping him out. I won't be giving him no money or anything like that. Um, Again, I don't agree with the what he's in there for a lot of reasons. Um, Starting with he not even supposed to be in Philly. He should be in Atlanta with me, working, going to school. Uh, that's what I put in place for him. That's why I set up for him. So no, I'm not supporting this. This is his decision. He always talk about he want to be a man. He a man. He a man. My son not a man. I tell him that, not to hurt his feelings, but me, I be trying to break shit down. Like, yo, you never did this. You never did that. You don't even know how to do this. You don't know how to do that. You never took care of nothing. You don't got no responsibilities. You're not a man. He's so sensitive. He can't even handle hearing that. He get mad. That's another thing. I had a situation in the summertime before I moved to Atlanta. Maybe it was like 2 years ago. Where yeah, just he just I couldn't take it. Like he just keep talking this street stuff, and so this what happened. We at my mom's house. He come by there. I guess he just came from one of his friends' house or something like that. Around the neighborhood. This is in South Philadelphia. And I don't know, he just was talking whatever he was talking, this tough talk, it just got to me. And it got so point of to me, I'm like, yo, that shit corny and none of y'all is tough. And I'll prove it to you that none of y'all is tough. I'll slap the shit out of all your friends and I'll tell them to go get their fathers. Because I said that to him, he turned on me, telling me I don't know how serious his friends is. And sturdy. I fucking hate that word. It's just saying things like that, like, yeah, his friends is this and his friends is that, and they do this and that. Go get them. They around the corner, right? They right there around the corner. Come on, let's go get them. I'm gonna slap them in front of you. Cause after this, I don't want you hanging with none of them no more. This shit is stupid. So I'm gonna prove to you how soft your friends is. I'm gonna slap them in front of you. Come on. So he ain't want. At first he was gonna go, and then it turned around to he just started stabbing on. He start calling me a bitch. I'm a punk and all that other shit. So you know what that lead to. um we get into something, and I ain't even gonna say I fuck him up. It's just like I show him like he can't when he came and hit me. Like I'm a trained fighter on a low, right? Like like but for real, I'm a trained fighter. So in martial arts at that, um and with my brother with that, right? I'm gonna have an episode about my brother one day. Um that's another part of the legacy that I didn't do well on, but that's my brother's legacy, and I just want to help him with it because at the end of the day, it's all our legacy. It could be a family legacy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just got to a point. I just threw my son on the ground, hit him a couple times, just screaming at him. Just stop playing with me. You need to stop this shit. I'm not for none of this shit and all that. Um, at the end of the day, it was a bad situation, right? Because one, I don't like the fact that I gotta put hands on my son at this point on and let that type of tip. Like he put his hands up to me, he swung on me. Shit. So like, I don't like the fact that I gotta deal with that. I think this I think that it's corny. I think that's a dysfunctional family shit. And that's not what I'm trying to be. Like that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? And so afterwards I was very embarrassed and hurt. I was mad at myself for doing that and not keeping my cool for sure. But at the same time, it was that one and only situation for me. It was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. Like I'm not hitting you, Like I'm not getting to a point where I'm putting my hands on you. Like you ain't the person that I'm supposed to be putting my hands on in that type of moment for getting that angry or frustrated. You know what I mean? And I get that, but I don't think he got that. I don't think he got none of the message or nothing to the point where I feel like he still think he could beat me. Like which is crazy. All right. I guess it's not crazy. I think it's crazy when people just don't know how to fight, man. People just don't know how to fight, and they don't know how to take a loss. And again, he's one of those people which is not like me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm hard on losses as well, but um, shit, man, I took plenty of them in my life, starting when I was very, very young. I was not the kid winning all the fights on the block at all. You know what I mean? Um, so, um, if anything, like martial arts was the one thing I did win it because when I was fighting, street fighting, and boxing, I wasn't winning that shit. But as soon as I started learning like martial arts and shit like that, man, um, yeah, shit changed. So having my son in jail, man, is just an example of for me. It's like you could do everything you think you supposed to do, and that shit still won't matter. I mean, you can put everything in place, do everything right, and I don't mean everything still gotta go right. Like this my kid, this my firstborn at 17. He been with me through everything. Like that's what it ain't a middle kid or a kid I'm not around, haven't seen before, wasn't in his life, and I don't. I've been in all my kids' life, so it ain't to me. It's no excuse for him to be acting that way. Like I'm all the example in the world. Like I'm dead, nigga. All right, like that's supposed to be your first. That's why I'm so disappointed. It's like I thought I was his superhero. I thought that was my guy. You know what I mean? Nigga used to hang on my leg all the time. You know what I mean? He just didn't want to leave my side. how the fuck did we get here? Like, what happened? I don't know, right? I don't know what happened. I can say my son did experience a lot of court with child support and child custody as he was growing up. But at the same time, I don't. There ain't nothing to start being a criminal over. Right, nigga, I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting to have put you in a good space and good place. I mean, I'm fighting to not be giving your mom money that I don't need to be giving her, so I can have money, so I can do the things I need to do to build the legacy I'm trying to build. Um, so it ain't like he was seeing me go to court for jail or prison or whatever for stuff that I was doing, or seeing I had any court cases of some bad crimes I did. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what I mean? Um, it took a couple losses. I know that could affect people, but it ain't affect me. It ain't make me go out and start being a killer or um to start giving up on the things I want to do, the things I want to build in life. So why would you be that way? You never experienced that. Just the life that I placed for him. I put him around like my best friends. My best friends that he around, that he know, that he seen, that he can go spend a night at either one of their houses anytime, right? And he has, especially one of my best friends. He has a son too that they are similar. Both our sons are similar age. They a year and a half apart. So these niggas grew up together. Like they've been in pictures together since they was babies. I mean, so he been around love. He been around family and community and homies and I mean he been around all that good energy and vibe. I mean, even when I think of just like how Philly is non-supportive, that wasn't his life. You know what I mean? He got support. When he had basketball games, everybody, the block came to his basketball games. My best friends came to his basketball games. Like, anybody came watch him, and it wasn't even real basketball yet. I'm talking about kiddie basketball games. You know what I mean? Because he didn't play sports when he got older. No matter how much I wanted him to play sports and just be active and shit, he wouldn't do it. My middle kid ain't doing it either, but I got a fix for that. Um, but yeah, man, I set things up for him to have a better life than I had without having a mom and a dad in the same household. Um, I was said I know I'm different than my dad too, but not in a way where I went total opposite of him. If anything, I listened to my dad when he said be better than me. That's what I did. I feel like um, the world is different, so I don't count getting married and being married as an accomplishment, even though it could be. But as far as traveling and seeing the world, working, the things I've done, and places I've been, and people I've met, way surpassed my dad. And that's always the goal. Be better than your father, right? I set it up. My dad didn't set it up for me to do all those things. I created those things. So just no excuses, man. That shit just, like I said, it's embarrassing and it hurt that he is in jail. That he is the way he is. Honestly, um, for me, really, jail was inevitable. However you say that word for him and the things that he was doing. Um, Not even the things he was doing, cause I don't think he did anything. I don't know. I think it's more so the people he be around and what they be doing. But he's still putting himself in risk and in danger and creating that energy. And he created it. He got the energy he wanted. He ended up in the place where that energy goes. So it's it's tough, but I'm moving on with my life. Um, Again, I told them I was done today. Um, and what I mean is, I'm just done with all the bullshitting around. Like, I'm not entertaining not a minimum amount of the bullshit. And that may fuck with his mental health, but I need to be good for my mental health. I still got two other children to take care of and raise, so um, I just can't listen to him, and it's not even like he be sitting there. It's not like I know he be sitting there bullshitting me. You know what I mean? But in the back of my mind, I just be thinking like his voice don't sound different yet, right? And that's what I mean. Like when I talk to him and I hear that same type of voice, like I'm not even entertaining nothing else going on. You know what I mean? Um, if it, I don't want to I don't want to hear nothing except I'm doing this to get better. I'm doing this to be productive. Like for real. Like I don't want to talk about no. I don't want bullshit. I don't want small talk. Like that's what I mean about being finished. I'm already chose and told them that I'm not giving him no money. Um, yeah, that's just a decision I made. I don't support this, and he wasn't trying to make money or get money or do anything to better himself. So I'm not going to support in that way. Um, Therefore, the only thing I got for him that I will continue to give him forever is my mind. Like continue to pour into him and give him good advice and good energy and that way. And no matter if it's stories or just direct information, um, that's what I have. And that's how I will always continue to give him. Um, but supporting financially and um, even mentally, like I'm good on that. And I don't even know. I don't know if that's gonna be tough for him or not. Um, I would think so because I feel like he love that he can talk to me, which is part of it. Like you can talk to me, so why you be bullshitting me? Why you? I don't even know why we. It's like I can't even go back in the past. I don't know why I ever had a conversation with him and we didn't just talk about the future and what's next, and that's it. I mean, that's all I want to hear is where you working at, where you going to school at, what you getting done. Um, that's the shit that I'm on. That's the shit that I talk about. That's the things that I have conversations with about with other people. Um, that's my life right now. Like I want to be successful. I want to be extremely successful. So all I want to talk about is being productive and pushing through and how to move forward and how to be motivated and inspired by things. That's it. I just want all peace and good energy, and that's it. So if I can't get that from him and he allowed me to give it to him, we don't got nothing to talk about, man. You figure this shit out on your own. At the end of the day, you are a man now. You be 20 this year, all right? Um, at least age wise, like you would be trialed as a man. So um, so yeah, man. I um I think it's crazy the world we live in. I mean, how crazy people is. Like I don't recognize my own son, man. So it ain't that I'm numb to the shit that's going on in the world, but maybe I am. Maybe it's just I'm whatever that word is. It's just like for real. I just understand it. I understand. Almost feel like I understand why. And I always been experiencing just. I always had the craziest, all the stereotype type things. I didn't had it experience with in life. It's just like this. I do know this world is crazy. People are fucking crazy, man. Do crazy things, and at the end of the day, the bigger picture is that's what they want. Like that's what they allow. That's what all the other systems and shit. That's what they push for. People to be crazy and fucked up. Cause at the end of the day, man, a lot of money is being made off people being fucked up and crazy and doing bad things. Like I, I don't want to say a lot. Like I want to say like all the money, but it's not all the money. But it's a lot of the money. I'm talking like the world type of money. You know what I mean? Or America in this case. America in this case is definitely we make money. It's a slave country, yo. Like it's a slave. We this country is built off slaves. I was about to say we came here as slaves, but I don't know if we all came here as slaves. Um, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, slavery built this country. So I feel crazy to even have to explain that jail is slavery. It's a whatever the word is. That's I gotta get better with understanding my words and certain things. Um, but yeah, slavery, man. It's they still got chain gangs and shit, and um, you get told what to do, and you live in harsh conditions, and um, eat the worst things, and um, That shit just that's jail is made shit like that is the made just to break you down. Then you got other things of the opposite of this welfare. Get to give people free money to not do nothing. Because at the end of the day, they going to keep spending that money at your store, at their store, and giving it right back to them. You know what I mean? So you're really giving them the money that the government is giving you, which why they want you to remain stupid and crazy, so you never be like, no, I'm gonna work for myself, or I'm gonna just go get a job, or I'm gonna work for a black company, I'm gonna help build the company up, or whatever, million things that we could be out here doing to better ourselves that we just not doing. Like, I don't care how much all this shit is going on. People got businesses and start whatever being bosses, whatever. It's not enough. Y'all niggas is broke. We all broke as shit. We don't have enough financial power at all. Not even close to do anything. Bigger picture shit. So so that's just my thoughts when I'm really talking about the kids being killed in Texas, I believe it was. That I didn't even pay attention to. I didn't even check for it. It's still new. It only happened probably a couple days ago. Um, I ain't checked for it. Haven't really paid attention to it, and I don't really care to. Not in a way where I don't feel sorry for the people who lost their children and families and stuff like that. And like, but like, I gotta continue to try to build what I'm building. Like, I can't be fucked up over that shit. I could have friends and shit killed all the time when I was young. You know what I mean? So our kids die, and I still got two kids that's free ish, and that I want to build up, and so they could be hell of men and be just as smart and smarter and understand how this world work and just be successful and make it work for them and just a whole family shit if I can, nieces, nephews and shit, man, sisters and brothers and cousins and everything. Like, if I could, I want to be an example for everybody. um and I just felt like the way to be is just to remain strong in what I'm doing, which means I gotta keep my thought off of those things. I can't think about those things. I can't let those things bother me. Um, which means I can't pay attention to it like that. I can't watch it like that. I can't. I don't watch no news like that at all. For real. I made that decision a long time ago. Like, I'm tired of hearing negative things. I got tired of. I used to live in Philly, man. People get killed all the time. It's fucking tiresome. I mean, especially in situations where it'd be like, damn, somebody was just they was at a funeral, got killed. Damn, they was at their birthday party and got killed. Damn, they was going to the store with their kid and got killed. Like, damn, like, just fucked up. So, um, not to say like shit don't happen here in Atlanta, but it ain't Philly, man. It ain't the people that really, I don't know these people that's getting killed here. You know what I mean? And the things that's going on. I don't ain't six or I was about to say 60 degrees of separation, but in Philly it's I just it be everything be too close, and it's just I'm tired of that misery. I mean, um, a lot of people in this world are fucking miserable, man. My son is miserable. I believe the people who commit those type of crimes where you just go and shoot kids, they are miserable fucking people. Yeah, man, and miserable people can be scary, yo. Cause I was one time miserable, or part of that misery. And man, if you don't break out of that shit and you don't get above that, yeah, you be hooked on drugs. You be just broken, poor, and complaining. You go to jail because you be doing crimes and you lazy and you don't want to work hard and you just want to complain and just fucking complain and not do shit and get high and commit crimes and just be the worst of the worst people because you fucking miserable. That shit disgusting. Hold on real quick. So this all audio from here on. This is cool. Cause I'm not putting out none of these videos. I was just recording the videos. I ain't putting them out yet. Until I really get this shit right and get comfortable. But yeah, man, this world crazy. And at the end of the day, the other part of it is the shit my brother be talking about, like just gotta learn how to protect ourselves to the fullest extent. Cause yeah, I mean, I'm not down. I understand the story of and how things are with the guns and the government having guns and civilians not having no guns. I understand what that would be. Like I'm not even entertaining um that this crazy ass world would be safe if military people, all the military people had guns and no civilians had guns. That would be fucking even a crazier world. You know what I mean? And all types of shit could happen. White military get together and just start killing black people, just and we can't do nothing about it. Can't count on it. Ain't like we can count on black cops and black military. Not to say all of y'all ain't, everybody ain't, whatever. But we also know a lot of black people in law and the government and stuff like that. They they about they self, which means they ride with the system. No matter how much the system opposes people that look like them or hurt people that look like them, they in it. They feel like they got a pass. They cool with they pass. Fuck you, other black people. It's more them. It's more them than anything. Like black people we ain't we ain't a community like Jewish community. We couldn't agree on a flag. We couldn't agree. I don't even know we agree on uh our national anthem being our national anthem. Like we can't agree on shit. We can't agree on colors. Nothing. Like look at all the our black leaders. Like damn, a lot of them like each other and shit and be arguing with each other and we just they fucked us up, man. We divided, man. Like a motherfucker. They really fucked us up bad. And made a lot of miserable people at this point. And at the same time, like I said it earlier, this country know how to make money off that shit. So it's not a bad thing for them. I mean, it's not. Let's have jail. Let's have mental houses and let's have drugs and all those type of things. Um, cause that's where the money at for them. Meanwhile, we fucked up. Yeah, man. So if you know all that, you understand all that, wouldn't you not be a part of it? Wouldn't you try to strive to be better? Right? I don't know. For myself, that's why I feel like I'm doing. Like, I don't let it bother me. Like, I don't give a fuck who the president is. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. They all suck to me. Therefore, I don't vote for none of them. I don't care how people feel about that. Like, cause let's sit down and talk about it. Like, I will drill you down. I will keep asking you questions, and if you won't be able to answer those questions. I have questions that you just won't be able to answer. So it makes no sense to vote for them. Now and especially like now that like these presidents have gone and passed, like or whoever people you voted for have gone and passed. It's just like, yo, what did you get off of it? What happened that helped you from that? So, and some people maybe they did get something, or it helped them. Maybe they in a good that tax bracket that whatever, or they in that industry that whatever happened and they got me. Not me, man. I still got to pay student loans. I still got to pay taxes. I still gotta pay bills. Period. Gotta do it all from the muscle. I don't get no disability checks. I don't get um, no loans or no whatever shit. Mm, um, and that's okay. Like I feel like that shit make me stronger. That make me um, better. Yeah, man. So just understand, man. This world. I hate to say it is what it is, but if you understand that term, man, it's such a hell of a term. Um, because it sums up everything. I don't want to list all these bad or negative things that are currently happening in this world, but they're happening. most people know they're happening, and you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to know it and just know. It's like knowing what you up against and going to do what you gotta do. I mean, because if you act like you don't know what you're going against, it's just weird. It's like boxing. It's just like you gonna study a fighter and then go and fight him and act like you don't know he got a good right hook. So you gonna just hold your left hand down because you gonna act like you don't know, or is you gonna go in that fight and be waiting for it and trying to counter that shit. You know what I mean? You know the fighter is stronger than you. You gonna go in there weak as than a motherfucker, not being able to take punches, trying to get hit all the time and letting them hit you knowing this motherfucker strong? Or are you gonna go in there stronger chin, knowing how to dip and bob and weave and all that and fight better? I wish my son understood that, man. Especially, and I don't want to say like I said, I don't know everything that happened with his life. I didn't live with him and his mother, you know. And when he lived with me, he lived with me. So I don't know everything that happened. I don't know what troubles he may have. I don't know what mental issues she may have had in that household and he had to deal with at 8 and 9 years old and shit. I don't know. Um, I hope he tell me one day. He'll be able to articulate it to me, if anything. Shit. But I would just want him to know, like, man, you could overcome that shit. I want him to remember. I used to teach him. I think I was trying to teach him like words of virtues and shit like that. And I think we just never got past this word, and it's crazy. But the word was perseverance. And I don't know why. I know I had a good reason at the time why I started with that word, but I just wanted him to understand, like, man, whatever you are faced with, like, you could fight through it. You know, you just keep working hard, keep fighting, and you can persevere through anything. You can get through anything. You could figure out whatever it needs to be figured out. You could beat whatever battle. Um, you just gotta keep going. You gotta know you can do it. I mean, and keep going. Um, no, but yeah, I really wish he understood that, man. Like, especially now, he even I think that shit corny and it sucks that you need to add jail on your resume to persevere through, but because it's already enough. Like they already expect us to go there, yo. So like, you gotta persevere through that. I think if anything, it's easier to be exactly what they expect you to be. Oh, now that he gonna have a criminal record. I don't. I just want him to be better, man. I want him to be better. No matter, it ain't no matter. He gotta be, cause I don't think this world gonna get better. So he gotta be better. Shit, I'm trying to be better. Still, I'm only 37, man. It's old. I'm 40 in 3 years, but for real, I feel like I got a lot of life left. Now that I made it here, it's like I'm thinking positive because I know life is crazy, but it's just like shit. What's gonna get me here? You know what I mean? Like I'm still very safe and smart on my P's and Q's. You know, cross my T's, dot my I's. Like I'm still very much that. You know what I mean? So, and at the same time, I'm not in those type of environments at all. I'm not going back like at all. Um, Type of environments I'm moving into is it's a whole nother game, a whole nother dirty game. And so yeah, I don't gotta worry about just random shit like that. Just being around something or whatever. Just talking about being killed or murdered or just dying unexpectedly, like I always thought I would. Like everybody, I guess all young black men from the hood, at least a lot of young black men from the hood, they don't really expect to live long. Especially I remember just back in my day. Um, but you tried to survive and stay out the way. I tried to survive and stay out the way. My best friends tried to just survive and stay out the way. Not my other friends. They wanted to be in the way all the way. That's just how they survived, though. Not all of them survived, so I don't know if that was the right word. Oh man, so um, I don't know how long I did, but I guess I can talk to myself for a while. Camera done cut off. But no, I ain't really talking to myself. I'm trying to get all these fucking thoughts out for real, man. I want to get this shit on my chest about my son. Um, Again, I had the agenda to talk about the kids that got killed, but just ain't really much to talk about. I just look at it as it's just a whole bigger picture, a whole bigger thing out there with this world just being fucked up and crazy. And it's just all that shit just make me think about my son. So, um, yeah, that's what this episode was about, man. Um, Oppressions, having a kid in jail, and just not having much to say at this point when a mass shooting happened. I had one conversation about it with somebody, and I said the same shit that I said to them that I'm saying now. Like, I missed it. It's fucked up, but that's how the world is. Next time I'm seeing my son, man, we going to the gun range. I want to start teaching him how to survive in a more I don't want to say military or physical, just a more serious way that's more appropriate for the world that we live in. Yup. Magnum Med Podcast. I told you I'm gonna get deep on these joints. I'm gonna get all these thoughts out of my head. Um, I saw somebody listen to one of the episodes. I don't know if that was me or somebody. I didn't listen to no shit. Um, but yeah, I don't even know what people thinking, but yeah, I'm just trying to get all that shit on me. I don't care. I don't even care what people think about what I'm saying, me smoking, how I am. At this point, I need to get rid of all that. What people may think about me, or may say about me, or if they're going to not give me a job or put me in a position or look out for me. Because at this point, I haven't been looked out for at all. Like, and what I mean, I don't want people to be like, damn, I gave you this job, or I told this person about you. And so what I mean is, my life hasn't changed yet. I'm still struggling, hustling, and bustling, doing everything from the muscle. Um, I don't live in no big mansion. I don't drive no nice car. I can't take a trip when I want to. I haven't even started the process of financial freedom. So, um, that's the next step I'm waiting on. That's the next process for me. That's the next story, a chapter that I'm trying to get to, or whatever. And all those things that I have been, I don't want to say afraid, because when you get to know me, you get to know me. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes the world might not just take to me right, or care for me, or understand me. So let me not do that. And let me just, they'll like my movies though. So let's just do that. And I'll stay behind the scenes and don't have to talk or nothing. Um, that haven't worked for me. At this point, I don't think it's going to. So, um, I'm doing this podcast so I could really get to a point not giving a fuck what y'all think. And y'all gonna like my movies too. So there it is. Magnum Med Podcast, episode 3. Make sure you subscribe if you do listen. That shit look cool when you do that type of stuff. So, subscribe. On multiple platforms too, man. Support in that way. If you are one of those people, because this is the very end. I mean, I really appreciate it. Like, you need to hit me up and told me you listen to all this shit. So I fuck with you. You coming to the screening for free when the movie come out. I appreciate it. Maybe I shouldn't say that, because then a lot of people listen to this episode. Everybody gonna get that joint free. Whatever. Whatever. That's a good thing too, man. Viral coming out soon. Single. It's next. And ATL skit click, ho. I'm trying to really dig into Atlanta, man. Figure that shit out too. Lindsay Protection Academy. I've been thinking about changing the name, taking off Lindsay. But yeah, I got shit going on. Pay attention, support, be a part of it, whatever. But fucks with me. fuck with me. I don't know how I'd be cool like that. Magnum Med Podcast, episode 3. I'm out. I might be falling. I might be falling. I might be falling.